Hello everyone, this is Julie at Julie Loses, and thank you for tuning in to another installment of my online video diary. It is Tuesday, April, I have no idea. I'm gonna check my computers. It's April 8th. Wow. I am eating my morning eggs, and I hope you won't mind terribly that I'm eating while vlogging. In these morning hours when I'm sitting at my computer eating my breakfast, checking my feeds, it's when I, am in the place where I need to be to record these. So, here I go. Anyway, I had actually recorded a video last Thursday or Friday, and I had set up my fancy camera, as I call it. It's my Canon 7D. It's got HD video at 1080, 24p, 24 frames per second basically, and it looks all filmic and good quality. But I was having some mechanical issues with it. Most notably, my dog pulled it off of a table and broke it. I wasn't entirely happy with the video I got off of it anyway, so I decided to revisit that in a future post. But mainly what I talked about in that video was that it had been a while since I had done a video, and that I had had some ups and downs in the few weeks that it's been since you've seen a video, including a couple days where I engaged in some compulsive eating. Specifically, I was compulsively eating some cereal, Cascadia Farms organic cinnamon crunch cereal, and it is so good. It's really tasty, and I eat it with almond milk, and even so, I just can't eat one bowl of it. And while I was engaging in some behaviors that were good, I was weighing and measuring all of the elements and tracking everything I was eating. I was still eating 2 servings of cereal per bowl and having more than one bowl at a time. So it was just not good ordered thinking, and I went through 2 boxes in the span of maybe 2.5 days, 3 days, and I felt really out of control. I didn't feel good about it. I wasn't getting my proper nutrient makeup. I was feeling really crappy at the end of the day. Both days I ended up going to sleep with headaches, and it just isn't worth it to have cereal in the house any longer. So I realized, look, the cereal is stronger than me at this point. So I have to be stronger than it by not bringing it in the house. That's the strategy for success here. Is right now, I just can't have it in the house. So I will abstain from purchasing cereals that I enjoy. My partner Eric, he still has cereal in the mornings, and I can buy his cereal because I don't really like his cereal. I doubt that I would grab his cereal and start eating it. It's really about the sugary, cinnamony quality of the cereal that I enjoy that is driving me to do these bad behaviors. So I was feeling really bad about that, and it was kind of bringing down my weekend and the rest of the week. So I decided that I was going to get back in touch with my 2020 therapist and visit with her. Our visits had run out, so I was trying to cool off on our visits. We were having them weekly since the beginning, and they were really, really helpful for me as a touchstone, as a sounding board basically in some ways. And she was really helpful in helping me outline some of my issues and give me strategies for success and whatnot. So I figured I would give her a call, and we met up, and yeah, it was really helpful. She gave me some homework, so I'm feeling really good about things again. One thing that, you know, these periods of binge eating or disordered thoughts or falling off the wagon are on one hand, they're bad. Eggs. But on the other hand, they're really beneficial in showing me that I have the capability to move beyond a temporary obstacle. You know, I'm going to face these trials where, you know, I'm having a bad day. I'm feeling like yesterday was awful. Yesterday was a real bad day. But they don't have to stay that way. They don't, you know, and they don't have to negatively impact the food that I'm putting in my mouth. And if I choose to ingest food that's bad for me or engage in sedentary behaviors that keep me immobile and not active, I can stop that and I can get back on that proverbial horse. And the more that happens, the more I face those obstacles, the more I know that I'm capable of doing that. It's not beyond my scope. It's not beyond my abilities, and that is really empowering. It feels like, oh, that's one of those keys to success that I think I haven't had in the past, is that I set myself up with this all or nothing thought process that says, I'm going to own this, and then I don't, and then I think, okay, well, you know, that's me, that's Julie, I've failed again, so let's go back to these behaviors that put me back at square one, or square, you know, negative 50, you know, add another 50 pounds over the course of 5 years, make it harder. But yeah, now I feel like I've broken that. I've become aware that when I'm doing these healthy behaviors, when I'm eating the right foods, when I'm having my amazing breakfasts, when I'm being active and engaging the outdoors, I can keep doing that. It's not so hard that when I fall off, I can't get back on again. So that has been really good. A little update on my weight progress. I'm still losing. I'm down to, as of this morning, I'm down to 208.2, I think, if I remember correctly. Now that I'm in phase 2, I probably glossed over that. I ended my phase 1. Phase 1, my last training appointment was last week, and I had all my blood work done. Yesterday I had a DEXA scan, and then I'm having a meeting with my doctor tomorrow, and we'll go over all the results. But my dietitian appointments have now shifted to, instead of being weekly, they're going to be bi-weekly. So every 2 weeks I'm going to have my official weigh-in. And because that's sort of convoluted and disrupts my routine, I'm going to switch on this website and on MyFitnessPal and everywhere for myself. I'm going to switch to using my home weigh-ins on Tuesday mornings, first thing when I get up, as my official weigh-ins on the site. So they're from last week, for example, on my scale report, it will have said 211.2, and then today we'll read 208.2, which looks like an amazing 3-pound loss this week. But I assure you, it's not that extravagant. However, I think last week, I do weigh in every week. basically every day at home to keep a to keep my motivation up, or to keep me on track. And so last week, I remember that morning I had weighed in at 209.8, I think. So, or maybe it was, yeah, I think it was 209.8, because I had just gotten into the 209. So I was excited about that. So I'm looking at a good 1.6 loss for this final week of phase 1. So that's pretty cool. So I'm just going to use those. My 2020 weigh-ins will be every other Tuesday, and there will be some small differentiation in the weights there. So I may celebrate hitting Wonderland a little bit sooner than we celebrate it on 2020, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm going to be weighing myself for a very long time, and they are not going to be weighing myself for a very long time, and this makes it easier for me to keep on track and not create a bunch of rituals around weigh-in times. So, first thing in the morning is easy. It's a blank slate. I haven't added anything. I'm not abstaining from everything. I'm just taking off my clothes and standing on a scale, and which is really easy. So that is going to be the way I do that. What else is going on? Phase 2 is starting, and I've got 12 more weeks. This is one of 12 weeks, and I think I've done really well. I think I'm going to continue to... I really have to eat, so I have to stop this right now. Sorry.